We're near twins. We do everything the opposite way. On the ice, I'm left-handed. He's right-handed. I golf left, bat left, throw with my right, and he's the opposite for all of those. There's not a whole lot of difference when you look at us. Most people just say it takes time, and over time we look like different people. But at first glance, we do look pretty much the same, and there's not much difference.
I don't know who is who always. When they were really little, I actually painted their toenails just to make sure I didn't get them mixed up. And then as they got older and were able to know their name and tell me, then I just I believed them when they told me their name.
They have each other. Ever since they were 6 months old, they found each other and inseparable. So I don't get that one-on-one time that some dads do, but it's been pretty amazing to watch the bond that they have.
We do compete with each other quite a bit, whether we're playing NHL on the TV. We don't like losing to each other. Mini sticks, ping pong, pickleball. We love competing with each other, and we don't like the other one beating us. Wow. I love sharing a room with my brother. We got a small room here, but it was awesome. It was perfect for us to watch a hockey game if there's any on that's live. But we love talking every night, and I think it helps our bond and with everything in life. Oh, yeah. That's a big boy. We finished first and second in CHL scoring. That was really special. And talking about Liam, he scored 45 goals this year, and that's pretty impressive for a draft eligible. Talking about Marcus, his 87 assists this year is pretty special, and just shows the way he's able to find his teammates. Unbelievably cool to go through this whole process with my twin brother. We spent basically every day of our life together, and so I was so lucky to get drafted to the same team as him in the NHL, and maybe drafted with the NHL together as twin brothers. That'd be really cool.
I hope they go together. I know they'd do great things separated. I know they would flourish for great humans, but I know they do great things together. Mom's dream.
As a kid, you grow up dreaming of being drafted. No matter what team takes you, if it's with Marcus or by myself, it'll be a pretty special day. Some of our buddies have made some jokes that the other one should go up when one of us gets picked, but no, I promise we won't do that.
All right, what a lovely feature, and I'm standing between two Russ, with Liam and Marcus Russ. The twin telepathy is real, and I thought it'd be helpful for our viewers to put a name tag on you, but I think I got this. This one's Marcus. Nailed it. Okay, here you go. Marcus, welcome to the game show.
Thank you.
Okay, we got Liam. I know this is right. I'm checking your birth certificates later. You guys have played on the same team your whole lives, right? But you have this twin telepathy, and now I'm going to have you on different teams, okay? We've seen this amazing video of how you're able to see each other on the ice really well. You read each other's minds, so we're putting that to the test right here. What's going to happen is I'm going to ask you a question about each twin, and you're going to have to answer on three. If the answer is different, the other twin gets a point, okay? I have a prize for you. It's worth playing for, okay? So let's start with Liam. Okay. What would be the first thing that Liam would buy with his NHL draft money, or your first NHL salary? Ready? 3, 2, 1.
A car.
Vehicle, car. Oh boy. There might not be a winner. Okay, number 2, Marcus. If Marcus could have one superpower, what would it be? 3, 2, 1. Oh! Okay, 1 point for Marcus. Okay, 1-0 Marcus. Super speed and flying. You guys kind of do that on the ice. Okay, next question. Okay, one word for Liam that you would describe Marcus as. 3, 2, 1. Oh, so now we'll find out. Okay, this is the tiebreaker. This is for all the money, okay? Or the prize. Does Marcus prefer drums or flats? That's the chicken wing or buffalo, you know? Either the drum or the flat.
I know this one.
Oh, well, we're going to have a tie. 3, 2, 1.
Flats.
What's going to happen here? We're going to run off the air. I got one more backup question. Okay. Okay. What career would Liam have if he wasn't a hockey player? 3, 2, 1, go. Agents, yeah. I think they're both winners. You know what? 2 twins. You guys are going to have to wear this tonight, both of you. I think I didn't get enough. I should have known that you were going to tie. But that's the twin telepathy for you. I hope you guys have a great night. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Wait a minute, the Kyle Gonzalez has got another great family story.
Yes, Halish, I was worried you needed the wicked Wango card to break the tie between the Ruck twins. That's fantastic. And you'll remember last year, Brady Martin being taken 5th overall by the Nashville Predators, but he did not attend the draft in LA, didn't have his moment walking up onto the stage, and that was because there was choring to do back on the family farm in Elora, Ontario. We have a similar story here in 2026 with Carson Carls, a defenseman who could be taken into the top 5 as well, but is not here in Buffalo because work to be done on the family farm in Cypress River, Manitoba. It all started at around 7:30 this morning. There was calves to be tagged and cows to be moved about the pasture. He did get some time kayaking with some buddies before driving an hour to Brandon, where he skated with Travis Sanheim of the Philadelphia Flyers, just to clear his head a little bit ahead of what's to come tonight. Some 50 people are expected to be on hand for the viewing party at the farm, outdoors. We will see how big the after party gets once that night is over. What's really neat, though, quickly before we go, is that he has members of the Prince George Juniors staff also here as well. It's just a really important night for the Carls family. David, will send it back to you.
That's a beautiful story. Thanks so much, Kyle. And when we return, Toronto is on the clock. The NHL entry draft begins. Prospects will become NHLers next. The wait is almost over.
Voltaren Active relieves inflammation from sports injuries because reducing inflammation is the first step to relieve pain and get you back in the game. Voltaren Active, official partner of Canada Soccer.
Introducing Subway's quality spicy menu. From mild peri-peri ranch chicken to wild hot honey chicken to wicked Nashville style deli. All on new ghost pepper bread with fiery flavors like new hot honey sauce. How spicy do you want to be?
Buying a car is kind of a big deal, and you deserve something you love, because it's where big life things happen, and little ones too. This is your car, and sometimes your office. Whoa, it's okay. We're good.
Good.
And you're going big places. Wait, where are you going? At Car Gurus, we get it. With deal ratings and a massive selection of vehicles, we make sure your big deal is the best deal. Car Gurus.
Now and then, you need to stop and smell the roses, or the leaves, rocks, trees, sticks, and that one tree again. This summer, get 1,000 bonus points and a chance to win 250,000 bonus points.
With diabetes, progress is knowing how my food choices impact my glucose level. The new Freestyle Libre 3 Plus is the world's smallest sensor that helps me make confident choices. Ask your doctor about the Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor.
A player Mike bet on just missed an open net tap-in and got subbed off. Mike doesn't know it yet, but thanks to Bet365's sub-on play-on, his prop bet rolls over to the fresh leg sub coming on. So if the sub scores, Mike still wins.
False alarm, people. My bet's still good.
Yes. And 10 years ago on this exact stage, that moment takes the melody to one song. Find that magic and folklore again. And maybe a number one hit of their own. McKenna, Denver, Reed, they're off.
Thank you to John Rudnick of the Voodoo Dolls for voicing that tease. And his city is showing out right now. Yeah, decentralized, but we're talking thousands of fans have descended into the KeyBank Center for what will be a magical night for many, many the top prospects. A magical night to have you here as well. David Amber, Sam Pasatino, Jason Bukola, Colby Armstrong, and our special Sportsnet correspondent, last year's number one, Matthew Schaefer. All right, we got a little bit of time here, Matthew. What's the big storyline you're keeping an eye on?
Yeah, I gotta go with my boy McKenna. Obviously, growing up playing with World Juniors and all these places. I mean, he's, a lot of high expectations for him, obviously, from such a young age, and, a lot of ups and downs, but he just keeps moving forward, and I'm really excited to see what happens tonight.
Well, last year, besides when he went, the skilled smaller D-man, it was all monsters. It was all monsters. And with all the trades and gong show that's coming into this draft, I'm going to look at the defenseman. The defenseman, I think, once you get through the little wave at the start, to stick with the defenseman theme here, having Shake Daddy with us. A lot of good defensemen here could go early as well.
Well, another intriguing story that is an anomaly. I don't think it's ever happened, to be perfectly honest. What are the Vancouver Canucks going to do in the three-hole, guys? The head coach, Manny Malhotra, his first NHL job. His son, Caleb Malhotra, the top available centerman in the draft class. I'm curious to see the direction the Canucks take.
Oh, Canada. That's what I'm looking at. 9 of the 32 picks are going to be chosen by Canadian teams. 3 of them have multi-picks. We'll see how this shakes down. But you're talking about teams that haven't won the Stanley Cup since 1993. Maybe it starts here tonight for one of Canada's teams. All right, lots of big storylines. Coley mentioned Gong Show and trade. When I hear Gong Show and trade, I think about...
didn't like what he said either about them winning the cup.
Sorry. Gong Show and trade. Let's get Billy Freeman. Let's get Billy Freeman. A lot of visitors tonight. But right now we're talking about the core. For years, the core on the floor here was tables. Now it's coaches. With a decentralized draft, what they've done is they've got coaches for all the top prospects. Here's the McKenna family with their friends, their agent Pat Brisson, as they wait and see if he is the number one pick. The other prospects are out here too. They'll go up onto the stage after they're selected. You remember the famous podium. This is Gary Bettman's podium. He'll announce the picks from here. After the players are selected, they'll go to the other coaches. Taylor Sporbar is here doing the interviews with all the players. And then Kyle Bukowski is also roaming around inside. He will be talking to some of the family members. Steve Nash, for example, is here with the Malhotra family tonight. What an honor to see your son drafted and to talk to Kyle Bukowski. Dave? Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. And we're just moments away from Commissioner Bettman and the Maple Leafs on the clock. Gentlemen, how are we going to view this draft? Big picture here. We're talking about it being sort of Gavin McKenna's night potentially. But aside from that, you could see this is a very good, strong draft in the top of the draft. It sure is. And I'm going to look at it a little bit like 2008, where Stamkos went off the board first, and now we saw a run of defensemen. And it drew from there. Drew down the onto Bogosian.
Because he tracks and reads the play so well, and this time he gets in front of the puck. That's right in the middle move his feet, closes quickly, and that's the key. Gets himself within striking distance to be able to get that stick-on puck and negate the play.
Big time stop there.
What I love about this sequence of saves is knowing where the puck is, and his awareness is outstanding. He finds it, he makes the save. Not once, not twice, multiple times.
Puts it on net. Makes the save, but barely with that one.
This is a great reactive save. I mean, he sees the puck at the last second and is able to get his body in front of it. That is tough, not easy to do. He found it and he made the save.
Feeds it over. Picks up the puck. Blocked in traffic. The Flames get a hold of the puck. Here we go, on-man rush. Who's in front? It's gone!
It off. So it's like a wave. You need lines one after another to create that wave, not let their opponent back in it. Keep them on their heels, make them chase the game.
Oh, there's a big time hit.
Plus a massive and timely hit there, James. Saw his opponent with the head down, lined up. Is deflated. No better time than now to get another one.
Lemieux's lugging the puck. Great reach with the poke check. He's got a step. Oh,
and this is a great play by the tender to anticipate and get across to make that save.
Goes full circle with the puck. Here's a shot. Toronto's got the puck along the boards. Good stop by Hill. And he elects to play the puck. Great stick work with the steal. Rocks him on the play. And this one's all over. Well, as a former
I think I can speak for all of Buffalo, and I say we're honored and really excited to host our fourth draft here in Buffalo.
Thank you to the Sabres organization, particularly owners Terry and Kim Pagula, and the city of Buffalo for being such welcoming hosts this week. Congratulations to all of the prospects in attendance tonight and all around the hockey world who will hear their names called this weekend. And to the parents, family members, coaches, and friends who made it possible for you to pursue your hockey dreams, congratulations.
So as we all know, Buffalo is a beautiful place. We've been seeing all night. There's a lot of make-believe fans out here. We know you guys have the first overall pick. We get it. We get it. We understand. But as we also know, there is a lot of Buffalo fans in here too. Exactly. Right? And as me and my dog know, and my new dog, us Buffalo fans do this and we do it well and we do it together. Hey! Let's go, Buffalo! Let's go, Buffalo! And I get the pleasure of saying this. Where else would you guys rather be than right here?
That is awesome. Just awesome. Before we get to tonight's business, I'd like to introduce some very special teammates who assist me throughout the evening. The members of the Blackstone Valley Schools team. They experienced an incredible tragedy this past winter and then emerged triumphant, winning the Rhode Island Division II Boys High School State Championship. Led by their captain, Colin Dorgan, they will present NBA
NHL club sweaters to each first-round selection who takes the stage tonight. Okay, let's get started. The first selection in the 2026 NHL Upper Deck Draft belongs to the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Ooh.
And 2.6 million. I don't think fans feel hard done by in a sense. It's been a long time since they've had teams this up. But they did get a stroke of luck at the draft lottery. They had an 8.5% chance of winning the draft lottery. They put up from fifth to first. How brutal is this? Oh, hold on a second. They had a phone call. There's a call out today on what's happening here. This is interesting. Well, good luck hearing that phone call in here. So down in the cab, apparently taking a call. I wonder who that's from.
I don't know. The tears in the eyes are starting to gather there, so.
Player of the Year back in 2025 in the CHL set 9 Penn State records in his 1 year in the NCAA, and it looks like he will be the first overall selection.
Got fans got their jerseys made up already. They're not hyped for this kid. They came prepared, no question.
It's just an hour and 20 minutes down the road to get here from Toronto to Buffalo, and of course you want to come out and support, especially when you have that first overall pick. So the phone's ringing, people are cheering.
I like that we did the phone call. I like the phone call. I don't know who it was. Listen to this building. This group of Leafs fans are getting oiled up outside in the pregame too before I saw. They're really happy about this, and it's a unique opportunity. He looks pretty shell-shocked and happy at the same time. What is that, Armin? Yeah, I would say so. Just before that little confident nod with a, I got this. And you know what? I talked to him. If you joined us in the pregame show, I had a feature with him there, talking to him about the pressure of being number one and going to Toronto. And he wants it. He wants to be that guy. He wants that opportunity. He wants to challenge himself all the time. Perfect spot.
And that's a pivotal part of the equation here for the Maple Leafs, bringing someone who wants there to be the pressure on them. Here's the commissioner once again, Gary Beck.
We're here in the late stages of period number 1.
Nothing like the passion of fans in Buffalo. It is now time for the first pick in the 2026 NHL Draft. Please welcome one of the Toronto Maple Leafs' most die-hard and iconic fans.
Justin Bieber, babe. The Justin Bieber's there. Not about you.
If you follow me, what's going on, guys? How are you? What's going on, guys? How are you guys? Hey, hey. We got something to share with you guys tonight. I don't know if I'm supposed to come up right up here. Hey, how are you? Good, good, good. Thanks for having me tonight. Yes, sir. I'm ready.
Should I go for it? On a misfire as that goes right out of the zone. Takes control. Loses the coverage there.
Mr. McKenna, we would like to draft you to the Toronto Maple Leafs.
There it is, Gavin McKenna. What? There, that guy with the red jacket.
Oh, you picked it?
Ow!
Why did you put your arm there? My goodness. Baby.
just joining us, welcome. We're in the late stages of period number 1, and we are still scoreless. Puck is dropped, he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. The Panthers scoop it up along the boards. Nice save from point-blank range.
I don't think we talk often enough about the skill of balance on your edges. I mean, he is able to manipulate because he is so strong. He's able to hold on to the puck even though the defenders are right on him.
The Red Bulls start with the puck in their own end. Into the corner of the attacking area. And that goes off someone in front and doesn't reach the net. Oh, and some smooth skating to lose the defender there. To his teammate. Oh, he got a piece of it to keep it out. Slides the puck to Ferguson. Takes a shot. Oh, he just got enough of that to keep it out. Here's a chance. Oh, what a chance, and puts it just wide.
Wow, and the puck was right in his wheelhouse. He only had a small margin and wasn't able to hit it.
Puck is frozen, and we get a stoppage in play.
Let's have another look at that monster on the hit there, James. You got stuck at that great timing. You got to know when your opponent's vulnerable.
They'll be looking to keep that momentum going here in the faceoff.
After that last shift, James, where they really press, they want to continue right there, get pucks to the net because this goaltender will not want to battle net front. He's outworked already.
And now he angles it across to Agostino. Nearing the final 60 seconds here this first period.
Didn't mean to step on you like that, James, but looked at that hit and it just took me off guard.
Ellis works the puck in his own zone. The Panthers take it across the line. Stops that one. There's the whistle. Let's get the call from the officials. The Red Bulls have been handed 2 for interference.
Well, the PK unit is going to jump the boards here, James. They got to do a stellar job. They want to reset momentum late in the frame. This is a close one. They want to make sure they can take care of business here.
Hetherington stick handling in his own zone. Ferguson's working it around in the corner. Moves it quickly over to a Beltshauser. And that doesn't reach the net. Beautiful defensive effort. Quick pass across to Ferguson. And not much on that one. Taken by Ellis. Carries it into the offensive end up the middle. Makes a move in front. How did he stop that one? The Panthers gain possession of the puck here in the offensive end. And gets in front of that one. Oh, what a stop there in time.
Exceptionally smart on and off the puck. He's not an easy out physically. He's over 190 pounds now. This is a great bet for the San Jose Sharks. He's different than McKenna, but we're talking
stages of period number 1, and we are still scoreless. Getting into the later stages of this period, still no score in this one. Forward pass on the play, and the puck leaves the zone. Grabs the puck in the defensive zone. On the attack, they come down the right wing and makes the routine save. In front of the net, the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play. Play ready to resume as everybody lines into the faceoff. The Chiefs come up with the defensive zone draw. Looks to make a play over to Wormald. And he sidesteps the check there. And that's off target as it hits a body. The Cougars carry it along the wall. Here's the shot. Oh, it stays out. He got a piece of that one. Prince George has won the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. Makes the save of the slapper. The Cougars gain possession. Romanski's got him near the point. Here's the They gain possession here inside the neutral zone. The Chiefs have it from their own end. Prince George has got possession of the puck. There's the whistle as the play is offside. Prince George's coaches wearing a lot of shots on net, and the team has delivered so far, leading late in the first. The Cougars win the draw here in the neutral zone. Winding down the final minute of this opening frame. Denies that opportunity. Shot along the wall, and that's broken up. And we get a whistle as the goaltender decides to hang on to this one. Here in the later stages of this period, we've got a 1-0 hockey game thus far. The Cougars win the draw, and they go on the attack here in the offensive zone. With the stop. Goaltender covers up. We got a stoppage in play. Some last-second communication before both teams get ready to drop the puck here. The Cougars take possession off the faceoff. A blast! Valencia with the save! The Chiefs win the draw here in their own end. McIsaac's moving the puck through his own zone. Pokes it away in his own end. Slides the puck across to Demansky. Oh, look at this chance. Oh, just got enough of that one to keep it out. The Chiefs take possession off the faceoff. Puck picked up in the open ice. Here's a chance. There's the whistle as the puck stopper elects to hang on.
Without even knowing it as a young person. He's super mature. He's ready for this challenge, just like his dad's ready for the challenge to be the head coach. This kid's a pro through and through. He's going to probably max out north of 200, 205 pounds easily. A complete player. Think of Bo Horvat when they traded him out of Vancouver. How did that Canucks room feel after that? To me, it felt chaotic. This is a future captain type of material here.
All right, well, Caleb's standing by with our A-list scorecard. Let's hear
Hello, Buffalo.
Hello, Buffalo.
Hello, Buffalo.
I'd like to say a special hello to our fans, our season ticket holders, and
Mustache still really
our
fluffy.
partners back at the Scotiabank Saddle Dome in Calgary, where they're hanging out at the Sportsnet draft party. Hello, gang, and here we go.
Hello, Dan.
With the sixth overall pick in the 2026 NHL draft, the Calgary Flames are very proud to select from the Prince George Cougars, Carson Carroll.
Nice.
Yes!
Carson Carroll.
There it is. It is their guy.
As he's actually working on his family's farm in Cypress River, Manitoba.
Carson Carroll.
He's going to join us remotely.
Why are they making him work?
Jeez, Reed. Goodness. My guy,
Or is that
Carson Carroll.
farm?
Put him on a pair of the same direct for 15 years.
Breck and Carson Carroll. They're both
defenders.
Ryan and Stacy calls the cattle farmers, over 1,000 animals on the farm, and just like Brady
Like
Martin
a
a year
setter,
ago,
he's a
decided to
farmer.
stay home. And
We
what a
got
pickup
some
for the Calgary
serious
Flames.
Tennessee top
Cypress
hats on the farm.
Rivers,
This is
Manitoba.
good.
You won't have to get
Jackets,
into
they are
dress.
winners.
You won't have to
Great
change his
pick.
closet either. Head over to Calgary. He's
Yeah.
made for this. He's built for this.
Hey, have the Calgary Flames done a nice bit of work this week on the back end? So we bring in Simon Nemec.
Patting a Darryl was out.
You got Kevin Paul on the big break. Now you got Carson Carroll to the mix here, Sammy. Two-way defenseman. He's got offense. He's got ground. He's an outstanding skater. It takes about a half a second to realize how
But he was saying, you know, what do you like about Carson Carroll?
defenseman means to winning
New age
organization.
Dion. That's the way that I think of Carson Carroll. He is a new age
I
Dion.
thought he was going to be gone by now.
But he is just as
He's
physical. Man,
supposed to go forward.
he's close to being as
Down
physical.
in North Dakota,
And he has a great
down in
shot.
North Dakota next year. He's committed to
And
go
a
there.
great left
Matthew
shot
Schaefer,
defense
our
prospect.
special
Why he's
sports
playing in
Best left shot
and
defense
Rob Dean
prospect
here.
of them.
Well, what do you think about this? All these demons, maybe you set the table
That
here
is
for your
terrific.
success in your
I'm so
rookie year.
happy.
Another one of my fellow demons. I love it. Love to see
Carroll's
it.
from Prince George
No, I mean,
goes to
it's
the
awesome.
Calgary
Obviously,
Flames
you
at
see his
6.
hockey talent. And, you know, from me, from another fellow
Still out
defenseman,
there.
I mean, Calgary, I think, has a great person
Still out
coming
there
their way. I mean, obviously, he's a two-way defenseman. He plays me.
There
And
was
I
a
think
lot of
what I love the
concern
most
that he
about him
would
is I
not
knew
be
Brady
there.
Martin
This is
pretty
the
well.
guy
And
that
for him to be on the farm,
unanimously,
you know, there's
Jack,
no days
all of
off
us
there.
wanted
They
to
always
get to
have
the
the
Flames
farmer's
at
strength.
6.
So
What we
there's
didn't
no doubt
expect
about
is
it.
that
He's,
Edmonton
working
treated
on
him
the farm. And,
just
those even big workouts too.
and
So,
they
I mean, I think he's going to be an awesome player. And he's better person. Well, there's some amazing talent joining you in the NHL in the years to come. Thank you for your time. The special correspondent. If you can take the pay cut, come join us on the TV side of things. What do you think, Brian? I love that. You guys are the best. So thank you for that.
Flames blew it. Why?
This is the first time under Craig they have made the pick, and I'll just unreservedly just sitting here being like, yes, 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 yes.
And you wait till that news trickles back into your Flames.
They've done some
They're going to be like, yes! We got him! We got him! We did it, boys!
What's that message when you draft a player like this?
Well, you have a guy now to complement Nemec, and it's not going to happen right away here for Carson Carroll. I believe he's a guy who's going to go and pursue his college career, go from there, play against older, better players, and play against guys who are a little more tough and a little more difficult. Can he transition that offensive game into the college game? It'll be very interesting to see. But in the meantime, you have to love, this guy is ready. Like, pulling the face off, he's down and ready to go. He's telling people where to go, directing everyone where to go on the ice. Sure. Yeah, I love this guy. He'll nickname before he gets in there.
And maybe no surprise, because Calgary has selected at least one player from the WHL each of the last 24 years, something that makes your heart feel a little warm.
Well, yeah, and speaking of another Western guy, Daxon Rudolph, who just went to Buffalo, we had all these guys come through at the Combine, and we asked them a question. Who's the best defenseman in this draft? Like, who's going to go be the first guy off the board? Daxon Rudolph said, Carroll's. He'll be the first one. And went on the list, a bunch of things he's really great at.
from his strength of play offensively, the way he defends, but the way he plays in your face as well. So he'll fit in well with Calgary. And hey, they're getting a new rink in a few years too. Timely, pretty nice new player as well. Timely. So people are going to start to ask the questions now. When's the arrival of these players? When are they going to be in the National Hockey League? I believe that Smith steps in next year because of the floor, like I talked about before. The rest of these bodies that we're talking about right now, this running defenseman, they need a year of college. They need one more year before they turn pro, and then boom. What's the rush? What's the rush? Well, I don't know. A few Benjamins at the end of the rainbow kind of help out a little bit, but there is no rush. That is a long answer. Get stronger, get more timely for your defending metrics, and arrive on time.
And Craig Conroy's not done. The Calgary Flames also have the 30th pick, courtesy of that Noah Hannafin trade to Vegas. Again, this was their highest pick since Matthew Tkachuk 10 years ago in 2016. Seattle's now on the clock and off the clock. The pick is in. Seattle, the Kraken, where are they going to go? Let's find out from the commission.
With the 7th selection in the 2026 NHL draft, the Seattle Kraken select from the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds, Chase Reed.
Chase Reed is dad arching his mom Megan, his brother Blake celebrating. Some tears, some hugs, and some smiles. And it's Go Blue. This is a 4th generation. I'm sorry, it's not Go Blue. Actually, Michigan State commit, I should say. Yeah, there you go. Chase Reed, right-handed D-man out of the OHL. What do they get in? Because you guys had said earlier in the week that he could be the 4th defenseman off the board. Instead, he's the 4th straight defenseman off the board.
That's the first time that Seattle's gone defenseman with any of their first-round picks, and they make a very good choice here. This is the guy who I had as the first defenseman off the board. Partially because I love the adversity in his background. At USHL Waterloo, he gets cut. He goes to Bismarck in the NAHL. He puts up great points there over 10 or 12 games. Sault Ste. Marie, Kyle Rathis comes calling and says, hey, I got a spot for you here. Andrew Gibson, he just got to play juniors. He shows up and goes point per game. And all of a sudden, you're like, oh, wow, this guy's pretty good at playing 22, 23 minutes. And then it extends into this year, World Juniors pinch hitting for Cole Hudson in the World Junior power play. This guy's brilliant.
And he's standing by with our A-list report.
All right, Chase, you told me at the Combine you couldn't wait to hug your family when you got drafted. So how was the hug?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, being able to share this moment with them, it means the world. And especially everyone that's here in the crowd, I love you all, and I couldn't be more grateful for all of you.
You might have got the loudest cheer of the night. How many people do you have here?
There's probably about 60 people here.
I think they're all right here.
Yeah, all over.
Hello, Chase Reed's family. You know, when we talked at the Combine, you told me you had a bit of a resilient story to get to this point. You didn't think you'd be a top 10 pick, and you are. Tell us about the path to being the Seattle Kraken.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I've had a long and hard path, but I couldn't have asked for it any other way. They taught me a lot in life and in hockey, and I couldn't have done it without the support system I have here along for me tonight.
They're taking lots of photos of you. You're going to have all night to get nice pics of you in New Jersey. Well, congratulations again, and best of luck.
Thank you.
So there he is, Jason. Chase Reed, the first American taken in this draft so far.
And this is a fantastic story. Sammy already touched on it. What you're going to see here in the back, guys, is an extra layer off the rush. So the breakout goes to the half wall. He joins in the middle of the ice. Deception opens up far down off the forehand side. Again, here, zone exit. How many times in the league do you see this here? That zone exit, but it goes to the flank, and then something else happens, like a drop pass. Not so much there. Chase it down in the corner. Make a play. Here we are through the neutral zone. Look at him off the puck. That's hockey sense. Give, go, look for open ice, make a play. The Seattle Kraken, besides everything that you see in that pack that is very positive offensively, they are in desperate need of a player who's had a bad day. Like bad days, and had to persevere and work through adversity. I think that this is what makes this an even better fit for their franchise.
Let's go to the floor. Kyle.
Well, David, it was here in Buffalo 3 years ago that Chase Reed attended tryouts to represent the U.S. in the Five Nations tournament in Czechia. Came to that with zero expectations of making the team, more for the experience. But there you see Dad RJ on the left, who said one of his favorite memories of Chase growing up was the look on his face that weekend when he found out he hadn't made the team. How emotional he was. It's another step in believing he could be considered among the best. More great memories of Buffalo for Reed and his family here tonight as he joins the Seattle Kraken.
All right, so the Seattle Kraken, it's been a rough week. Jason Robertson didn't want to go there, but Chase Reed looked more than happy to be joining the Kraken as the number 7 pick, and that means the Winnipeg Jets at number 8 are on the board. We've seen this great run of defensemen now. What have we seen? 1, 2, 3, 4 defensemen. Is it going to keep going, or is something going to shake things up here for the Jets?
Yeah, and again, there's great optionality here for the Winnipeg Jets. There's been a lot of talk about maybe they were going to acquire the forward. Is Hellebuck, is he on the way out of town? The strict focus and the strict business right now for the Winnipeg Jets is right in front of them with this pick. And there's still so many good players available in this spot that they're going to be able to hit a home run whichever way they go.
One thing I'm looking for with the Jets here, it's not going to be about size. It's what this is going to be, this pick. They need to get quicker as a team. They need to start to get faster, play faster, bring that whole organization up to another level of speed. Skill, speed, hockey IQ, and you know what else? Bleed Winnipeg Jet blue and white. Like, be a Winnipeg Jet and buy in. So I'm curious to see where this goes.
Maybe Carroll's got away from him, right? On a manifold going, like, what are you going to do with he who's there? Verhoff, another guy out of the West, played out there last year with the Comedian first round pick, defenseman as well. So curious to see as a Winnipeg Jets alumni by way of Atlanta. Oh my gosh, really? I'm very curious who they take here.
Well, Kevin Cheveldayoff, this is his 15th year, longest tenured general manager, next to Doug Armstrong, who's retiring this year. So the pick is in. Let's hear from the commissioner.
2026 NHL Draft, the Winnipeg Jets select from Garden, Vigo, New York.
So it's Nico Bjork. You said, Jason, size wouldn't matter. Well, this is a smaller player at 5'9", 180. Very solid, though. And the word I have written down, because I've read all of the different draft previews, was fearless. He's absolutely fearless, isn't he?
100%. He's short. He doesn't play small, if that makes sense. He's 181 pounds, and look at the smile, and look at how he's being celebrated by other people on the draft floor right now. This kid can play the middle, he can play the wing, he can play the bumper on the power play, he can play the flank, he can kill penalties, he gets up ice as that one, he's going to be a disturbance to create turnovers. There's so much to like about him, and you know what I like about him even more, boys, from even and really spending time with him at the Combine? That personality lights up the room. This kid, he's something special. There's something about this guy. This is an elite pick for the Winnipeg Jets. I definitely know Mark Gillier's dancing a jig right now in their war room.
Talk about that personality piece and the character piece. Like, this guy's going to walk in there, and he is going to be super proud to be wearing that jersey, and he's going to do whatever it takes. The lasting impression, yes, the Combine, but previous to that, 6 points in 8 games as the youngest Swede ever to dress at the Men's Worlds. This guy is elite. He did not look out of place, not one bit, at the Men's World Championships playing on their top line.
And his dad, Jasper Puig-Roarty, his brother Wilson, drafted in the 5th round by Vancouver. So it's in his blood there, clearly, and will be, as you guys said, a key to this is a guy who just goes with that competitive level dynamic, and that was the word that I think you used, Sam, that they need to get a bit more dynamic.
Well, I think we saw him too. Like we saw in the playoffs. Stan Coleman, Blake. You look at those guys that won the cup. Hey, not the biggest guys. Compete.
Seth Jarvis.
Yeah.
Jarvis.
Jasper and Keena's parents are so proud. Let's send it down to Ailish.
Nico, we're watching your family on the screen here, and they're emotional. Were you surprised?
Yeah, usually don't see that emotional, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and I love you guys, so thanks for the help.
Oh, you called him out. Now he's shy. Well, congratulations on the newest Winnipeg Jet. Tell us about your game style, because our scouting department loves you. They said this guy's a dog.
Yeah, I mean, I try to work hard. Maybe not the biggest guy, but try to play big. Yeah, just go out there and have fun.
At the World Championships, you got a signed stick by Sidney Crosby, remember?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you might want a signed stick from you one day. What do you think?
Probably not, but it was Yeah, crazy to get a thing from him.
Yeah, they'll be playing against him, so that'll be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations again, and have the best night tonight with your family.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, Ailish, we had two-time Grammy winner Justin Bieber kick off the draft tonight. Viggo Bjork has family ties to musical excellence as well. His aunt is Charlotte Perrelli, a central figure in Scandinavian pop music for decades. She brought Sweden the prestigious Eurovision title back in '99. Viggo lit up when our crew asked about her at the Combine. Perrelli remains one of the faces of entertainment back in Sweden, has released 12 studio albums over her career. Bjork is one of the faces of the next wave of Swedish hockey excellence to reach the NHL. David.
Oh, I love that story, Kyle. So many different background stories from these players. If you guys have been, I went to dinner with you guys last night. We had nothing but effusive praise for Bjork. He actually said you hope he ended up in a Canadian market. I think you were hoping maybe even Calgary and 6, right? Here he is in Winnipeg. How can he change the complexion of that jet speed? Coach talked a little bit about it, the speed, but for me, it's the compete. It doesn't matter what size you are. He's not afraid to go to any era of life. This guy's a really good playmaker. He anticipates well the hockey IQ. See him. How many breakaways did he have? We watched him at the World Junior. He got 4 in one game. And not by cheating. No. Just by anticipating. Now he's really smart. We're going to forget about that. Listen, the Jets by his selections, but they took Patrick Laine 10 years ago right here in Buffalo. So it's been a long time since they had a top 10 pick. They're pretty excited about this guy.
When you see a 5'9" forward grab a puck on the flank DA and then jump in the middle of the ice, it tells you that he's fearless. Middle lane, that drive. You're going to see him run the faceoff dot here as well. This is at the World Championships against men, fellas.
Yeah, the World.
Off puck play, bumper, no problem. He's just versatile, Army.
Yeah, and how you don't love this? I talk about Swedish players, how they have the ability to do this stuff, and for a guy that's going to go in with a simplistic fan base, really like that blue collar style, doesn't that fit with his skill set and the way he plays as well? It's perfect for them, and they get a really good young player that has that hunger, compete level style that I think will bring fans in. Winnipeg, you're going to have a guy you're going to want to cheer for it. He's got a heck of a name too, boys. Just to put Bjork, get out of town.
Just to put a bow on this as well, at the end of the season, he had a choice to go right to the U18 World Hockey Championships with obviously the national team, but he chose to stay back and play J20 playoffs with his Djurgården team because he wanted to finish off what they started there. There was unfinished business. He reeled off 20 points in 9 games on the way to a championship with the J20. That tells you what kind of character he has.
Yes, gotta love it. Yeah, and that brings us to San Jose. They're going to be back on the board, and it's a busy night for Mike Greer, and maybe we're not that surprised. Ivar Stenberg going second overall, adding to Misa and Celebrini and all the great young talent, Sam Dickinson, Will Smith, etc. And remember, this was the hot potato pick, the number 9 pick. It went from Florida to Chicago, back to Florida to Ottawa, and it finally landed in that man's hands at the end of the chase for San Jose.
Everybody's talking about San Jose. If there's a player up for anything, it's like, oh, San Jose, you should go to San Jose. They're the rock.
Get the lottery tickets, boys. Yep. Oh, wait a sec. They won. So Stenberg at number 2, and now Keaton here. Now the pick's coming in at number 9, and we wait to see who will be taken.
Making the selection for the San Jose Sharks, please welcome back Layla Edwards.
I'm back. Thank you for having me again. It's a good crowd, really good crowd. I love it. All right, do we have any Sharks fans in here? No, that was a lot more than I was expecting. I hope to see you guys at some PWHL San Jose game. All right. With the 9th overall selection in the 2026 NHL Draft, the San Jose Sharks are proud to select from the North Dakota Fighting Hawks, Keaton Bearhoff.
There's Keaton Bearhoff with his mom, McEwen, his dad, Ryan, 4th youngest player in the NCAA, and most impressively, 4th most points in NCAA history. For a 17-year-old defenseman, he becomes the 5th D-man chosen tonight. At number 9, he joins San Jose. They can leave Golden right now. Yeah, like that. Stenberg and Bearhoff, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Celebrating, pick him up in his jet.
Put the ski mask on, Mike Greer. Because you got a couple of steals right here.
When I'm talking about Keaton Verhoff, he walked into the combine and he had a chip on his shoulder. He felt like his move to college was going to help develop him, and it did. But the numbers, when they go down, it just has a different look about it. If he goes back to Victoria this year, he's a 30, 80-point guy, the same as Carl's, the same as Rudolph. Instead, he takes the tougher route, the more difficult route. He goes to North Dakota and still puts up what is really good point production for a defenseman his age in that league. Unbelievable stuff here. I mean, San Jose, an absolute steal, getting the big right shot defenseman. These are foundational type players.
Can you imagine when Sam Dickinson and Keaton Verhoff roll over the boards now? I mean, this team in San Jose is building a championship caliber roster, and this is a huge get. There's nobody in that war room that will honestly tell you that they thought Keaton Verhoff was going to be available at 9. This is a huge win.
And boy, are they lucky. They moved up from 9th to 2nd. And now they also have the 9th pick overall. And coming up, we will have the 10th selection as well. The newest Winnipeg Jet will join us. What a night for Gavin McKenna, number 1 in the Leafs.
Can I have a hug?